Drinking buddies. We are here again today with one of those list things you guys love so much. Today we're doing you can only keep 5 bottles of whiskey, and this is coming from ADHD Whiskey. He challenged the YouTube community to make their list, so here I am, part of the Bourbon Tube community. I have to make my list, so let's get right to it.
I'm your drinking buddy.
I'm enjoying some Jack Daniel's single barrel proof right now as I give you guys my list. It doesn't make the list though. This was really hard. I had to think about this a lot, and I, for the most part, feel like I mostly chose my more expensive bottles because the way the challenge works is you're supposed to pick. In this scenario, I'm moving and I can only keep 5 bottles. I have to get rid of everything else. And the idea is they should be maybe sentimental, maybe your first bottle in a certain category, maybe your first barrel pick from something that you really liked. And so I feel like I had to pick my 5 based off of rarity and trying to pick bottles that aren't very low, as well as, you know, maybe some sentimental value there as well. So first up, I'm gonna go ahead and break out decades because this was actually the first bottle I ever bought that cost over $100. And it was actually kind of painful for me to pay that much for a bottle. I didn't really understand the point of people paying that much for a bottle of whiskey. But I saw it and I'd heard good things about Master's Keep. And I really like Wild Turkey, so I took a risk on it. And I got it home and I said, this better be the best whiskey I've ever tasted, or I wasted my money. And I poured it in a glass. And sure enough, to that point, it was the best whiskey I'd ever tasted to that point. I probably have tasted some better stuff since, but this bottle is a really special place in my heart, and I like to share it. I like to pour it for friends when they come over, but I personally don't drink it very often myself because I'm really trying to savor it. For my second bottle, I'm picking one that I just feel like is really important to me because it's something that I really hunted for a long time. And when I finally landed it, it was like I felt like a kid on Christmas. And that's my old Rip 10 here. And I gotta be honest, I feel like the only reason I got this bottle was because of this channel. You know, a subscriber reached out to me and I was able to get it that way. Did purchase it at retail, and just a wonderful bottle. As you guys know, I'm doing my weeded bourbon tournament. I project that this guy's gonna win it. I don't know what my final rounds are blind, so I don't know how they're gonna shake out, but I personally think this one's gonna win it all because it is probably my favorite bourbon of all time. Other than some pours of George T. Stagg that I've had at bars, which I probably will never land a bottle of George T. Stagg, but the pours I've had have been exceptional. And in this same category, I have had a pour of the 15 and a pour of this right next to each other. And I gotta be honest, they're really close. The 15 is slightly better, but it is not dramatically better than this. They're the same proof, and the extra 5 years, I don't feel like it does a ton to make the whiskey that much better. Is the 15 mind-blowing? Yes, but the 10 is also mind-blowing, so. Drinking my banana bread here. This Jack Daniel's single barrel proof is really banana bread forward for me. All right, so those are the first 2 bottles. My third bottle up here, I'm gonna put on a weird one, and I feel like it's weird purely because I've had it for so long and I still haven't opened it. I am a guy that pretty much, if I get a bottle, I open it that night. And for some reason, I've hesitated on opening this, and I don't know why. And I got this Elmer Teely almost like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. And I think it's close to 2 years now. And I haven't opened it. And I think at this point, since I haven't opened it yet, I'm saving this for a really special occasion. And I don't know what that special occasion will be, but this is such a rare bottle. I think it would be pretty cool to maybe wait 5, 10, 15 years, who knows, before I open this. Maybe I'll open this on my son's 21st birthday, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But as of right now, I figured I've waited this long. I'm gonna save it for a really special occasion. I feel like it would be very difficult for me to continue this list without talking about how much I love Stagg Jr. and how long it took for me to be able to find a bottle. I was really into whiskey for like a year and a half before I was able to find this. And this is 16, so I've had this for a little over a year, or probably about a year. Is it really that long? A little less than a year, I think I've had this. And I haven't drank very much of it because I find it to be a special pour. Not because of the price, it's not a very expensive bottle, but because of the rarity. And I'm a regular at Total Wine, and it's been at least 3 times recently where I'm in line and I get up there and they have Stagg, and by the time I get up there, they're all gone. And these are just becoming really hard to find, and it's special to me because I might not ever get another one. I know I have the 17 here, but those 2 might be my only 2. Well, drinking buddies, I feel like if I can only choose one more, I'd be really beside myself if I walked out of this house right now. I can only keep 5 bottles, and I don't take my other Master's Keep with me. This is going to be the Master's Keep 1. That was this year's release, or late last year's release, depending upon how you look at it. The packaging on these is fantastic. As you can see, I haven't drank a ton of this one either. I do like to share it with friends. It is something that I have a friend come over, I will likely pour them a pour of something really nice. And this is such a great bottle, and it's expensive. I feel like if I walked out of my house right now and I could only take 5 bottles with me, there's no way I'm leaving this one behind. So I know there's 2 from the same line, but here's the truth of the matter. Wild Turkey is an excellent distillery, and these Master's Keeps are fantastic. These 2 are the only 2 I've had, but they're both phenomenal. And hopefully when they make their next release, I will be able to be in line the day it's released so I can get that one, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. Because these are 2 bottles, this is a series that I will hunt every year. Drinking buddies, I really appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, clicking that bell, liking, telling your friends, telling your enemies all about your drinking buddy. I'll see you on the next one.